Live from Crawford Studios.
What up, fellas?
What's
How you
up?
doing?
Going on?
Bro, I feel like
Nagila.
I'm just thinking about it right now. I mean, we've been talking for a little bit now, but I feel like we haven't been here in a few.
I know.
a while.
Feels like time is slowed down.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the Hadron Collider. They stopped it. So
That's
now
what it
time's
is.
slowed
Yeah. It's the timeline, bro. The timeline jump. What happened? Yeah, it's wild. So what's going on, bro? How's everything?
No, I'm good, man.
Chilling.
I always look forward to sitting down with you guys and
Yeah, yeah.
chatting.
We always,
You
look forward to podcast day.
Well,
Yeah.
there's nothing like sitting down with geniuses in their own minds.
Yes, that's right.
I'm just saying.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
But that means me too. I'm saying, like, all of us, we're geniuses, but
Right.
as far as I know everything, I'm a genius.
We
man.
know things that it's useless information.
Hell yeah.
Like you
I
know the
drink.
answer to it.
I
Like,
drink and I know things.
Yes. SNL.
and I knew things.
No, Game of Thrones. What's his
Oh,
name?
it was Game of Thrones. That's right.
Peter Dinklage.
When he
played.
said, but didn't he say that on SNL? He did it.
Well, yeah, because he said
did
it
it
on
on Game of Thrones. Yeah, right,
I
right, yeah,
drink
you're
and
right.
I know things.
Yes, he's fucking hilarious, bro. That is too funny. But it's true. I just, I'm drinking a ginger ale and I feel like
I know.
I
Things.
know all. I can see into the future.
I know things.
I know
too.
things.
I know
things
things.
too.
I know
And I'm
things.
getting ready to share them with you.
All right.
I know.
Let's go. So
Everybody.
So Lou
tell-
has a.
Yeah.
He said he was going to surprise us with the topic, so I have no idea.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Kenny has no idea. I have no idea what
Yeah.
we're going to be talking about today. So,
So-
what are we talking about today, Mr. Crawford?
What's the one thing that's the hardest to do in life? Other than living or, work. I'm talking about what's the hardest thing you can do in life?
The hardest thing you can
One of
do
the
in life.
hardest things you can do in life, but I think it would be the thing too, honestly.
The hardest thing to do. All right.
Levitate.
So, who? Meditate?
Levitate.
Levitate. I can levitate. I know the trick.
I guess in
so-
sense maybe, but no, not.
So I would say if we're going to be spiritual and be deep, to forgive.
well,
to forgive is a hard
maybe
thing.
close.
And
Close?
then-
Okay.
Close.
Close.
Okay. All right.
Get
all right.
warm.
It will be
Warmer?
about letting go.
Oh, letting go. I wore the wrong shirt. I got the fucking shirt with Buddha sitting on that bitch and it says, let that shit go. I
Let it
almost
go.
wore it today.
We have heard it in all our lives from our parents or people who are older than us or whoever, and we've probably said it too
Yep.
to other people. But when you think about it, it's like cliche in a sense,
Right.
but you're like, what? But when you finally do, when you figure out what it is that you're having that issue with,
Right.
Mhm.
or whatever's going on in your life,
Right.
you let go.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. Okay.
It's a freedom in a lot of ways. But when it does happen and you don't want to let go, it's usually because you're not ready to.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Yeah,
You're too
makes
comfortable.
sense.
You might be scared of change.
Right.
I was thinking about it, and let me tell you how I came up with it.
Yes.
So I was doing ceiling work in my bedroom. I fixed a spot on my ceiling that was like,
So many
whoever did the
jokes.
spackle work, it was
Yeah.
horrendous. Not
This
that
is
I'm any
recent?
wizard with spackle, but at least I know how to
Yeah.
apply it. And sand it.
Right. This
Yeah.
is recent?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is recent. Last weekend, actually.
Okay.
So while I'm sanding it, feeling it with my hands, and at the same time, and I realize my eyes are closed, and I'm feeling where the imperfections are, where I need to sand still to kind of blend it in and everything, right?
Mhm.
Just by closing your eyes, you let go of the other senses. For you to do that, you basically are seeing with your hands.
Fair enough.
Sense.
Okay. Right.
And I was like, oh, wow. Letting go of something, which is one of the hardest things to do in life.
Okay.
You have a beef with somebody, come on. You've
Yeah,
got
yeah,
something
yeah,
going
yeah,
on
yeah.
in family. It takes a lot before you get to that point. Sometimes you do it, like for me, like we're divorced. You're
Right.
not.
I get it.
It took us a while before we got to
It doesn't
letting
matter.
it go.
Right. Yeah.
But you eventually got there.
Okay.
You know,
Fair enough. Yes.
Some things you may not because you're not ready to, at least in my way I look at it.
Right.
Like, but you're not dishonest with yourself. You know that.
Right.
No,
Yeah. No.
fuck that
I know.
shit.
Yeah. I'm not letting that shit go. Like, okay, letting go for me is like, yo, I'm just not gonna deal with your bitch ass.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I don't have
Yeah.
to see you say, whatever, and
Yeah.
it's one of
It's
those
the most
things.
common pieces of advice people give, right?
Right. Yeah. Just let it go.
Just let it go. Easier.
It's
No,
funny
yeah,
because
right?
we say that, but then
Yeah.
we don't follow that on.
Right.
It's not that easy though, in a sense. Because
No.
but it could be. If you had the power that you were able to say, you know what? Now, I'm sure you've done that in your life, right? Where you were able to do it quick, like just cut it off quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, you know,
I'm
it's
done.
funny. I remember watching a video a while ago. It was from that guy. He's like a famous guru guy, Sadhguru. You ever
Oh
see him?
yeah, it was that the Hindu guy with the light eyes. Is that the
I
one?
don't know if he has light eyes,
Okay.
but I know but I remember he's like they were talking about like being mad, and he's like, you're mad because you like it. And it's like, you know what? Some people do like being mad.
Yeah.
I heard you're actually mad at yourself.
Yeah.
For being in that situation.
Right.
Right.
So that's why you do what you do when you get angry.
That
But,
makes
like,
sense.
For
That's,
example,
I've heard that as well.
Yeah. But like, I work with a guy, one of the guys I work with, and
Yeah, I know
he's
a
like,
guy.
he's
I know a guy.
always like mad at something. It's always something. It's always fucking something. And it's like, I think people like the state of being mad because it feels empowering because it's like, oh, I'm right. Fuck them. They're fucking idiots.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think some people like being mad,
Well, see,
Or just don't know another way. But I
Yeah,
do
that's
agree with
true.
you. Some people just like it.
yeah, because I hate.
They
being
don't
angry.
admit they like it, but they like it.
I don't like being angry.
Yeah.
But I'm
Neither do
always
I.
angry.
I
You know what I'm
hate-
saying? Like I'm always. It's not that I'm in a bad mood, but I'm just like I've just gotten to where I can control it. I've said, you said it before. When you had the sensei on. You know what I mean? That I'm just like I'm always. I feel that anger, and I don't know if I want to say because of that I'm angry at myself. I just feel that sometimes it's almost like I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I guess that's what it is. So I'm preparing myself for the shit to hit the fan.
But like
there's something's about it's
But
too
like-
good right now. Something's
like-
about to fucking
Right.
happen.
being mad in a way is a choice because
Right.
you can be initially mad.
You're not ready to let go.
You can initially be mad, like when
Not
you
with
first hit with whatever information or whatever set you off. Yeah, you're mad. But after that, if you're going to continue to be mad,
angry,
that's
right.
kind of a
right.
choice.
Yeah.
You know what
okay,
I mean?
fair enough.
Initial reaction, of course. Initial reaction is
Right.
initial reaction. You
Agreed.
got, but it's
Yeah.
when you like hold on to it and you go,
Right. I
Yeah.
just beat it to death.
yeah.
Right. Like it's just
Yeah.
like enough. I heard it already. Kind of.
Yeah. No, I get it. That kind of makes sense. I mean, I almost for a second was gonna say, depending on what it is, that you almost
that's
can't
true, too.
let go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then, as you guys were saying it,
As you can't let go. Right.
yeah,
You
because I
can,
mean,
or you
yeah.
don't want to.
Well, I mean, so now
sometimes
here's
we
the
get
thing.
comfortable where we are, and we're
Mhm.
afraid to move on. Right.
Well, but see, that's it, and that's why I think for me, it's almost like a
The unknown.
that's well, I'm not scared of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? I want to change. I
Right.
want things
That's
to be
good.
different. I want to move forward, to make things, happen, to
Right.
be better, to just for life to be better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I just feel like sometimes there are just people in the way that
Right.
I can't dodge around to make these things
Right.
happen.
Navigation is impossible.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why that's why I get annoyed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Right.
fuck, shut up. Listen to what was being said to you because your way isn't the only way. And yeah, there's probably a couple of people in my life that's like, well, that's how you are. It's not that. It's that when I feel like when I've spoken to you, that you're not listening. And like I said before, if you listen to what people are saying, you'll understand the words that are coming out of their mouth.
Stand the
deal.
words that coming out of my mouth.
But when you only hear,
Rush hour.
all you hear is wah, 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 wah. Yeah, rush hour. I love that
Right,
shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You only hear that wah, wah.
Right.
People aren't paying attention to what you're saying. So then that's why I feel like I can't let go on some things.
Right.
You know?
I get it. Agree with you.
And I do want to specify though, like you can let stuff go, but like say you're like mad at someone and you're like, oh, I decide I'm not going to talk to this person anymore, right? But like you can still let go of the anger and not talk to the person anymore,
Right.
Because maybe the person is unsafe.
Because
or
you're doing it
whatever.
for yourself.
For yourself, exactly. But like eventually you have to like let go of that anger.
Right.
Have to
At
let
some
it,
point.
Okay, so then would that be forgive and forget?
No.
you don't even have to forgive the person.
No.
It's just you don't have to be angry about
You're just
whatever
like, you know
they
what?
did.
I'm not
going
to give them occupation in my brain
Yeah,
to
yeah.
occupy space
Yeah,
at all.
exactly.
I'm not going to even think
Exactly.
about them anymore.
Right.
You're doing that not to give them a reprieve or anything like that, because that's not what you're doing. You're saying to yourself, I'm not thinking about this shit anymore. It's making me
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And now you're giving yourself peace.
Yeah.
Whatever
It's
they
for
did,
yourself, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
But that's
letting
hard to get
go
to. I know
part.
exactly how you feel, bro.
Like I said, because like I said, there's just some people that I'm just like, and like I said, it's
Look.
I've moved on from a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I've let go of a lot of shit. But it's almost like those are things and or people that are in my life that they're not gonna be gone. Like they can't be
Exactly.
totally out. Like they're gonna still
Right.
there's residual of those things, like I said, of people, of events,
right.
or just just things that are going on. You know what I mean? There's still that.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
There's still a connection, but what could be because of the kids or this, that, or the
Well,
other.
yeah, of whatever it is. Like I said, work, family,
right.
money, vehicles,
Yeah.
whatever the case may be. There's just,
and the thing is
Yeah.
too, it's like you can let it go without having to,
Let it go.
like for instance, fucking too. Well, fuck it, I'll get personal. I give a fuck.
Say it.
So like, I had a narcissistic parent,
right,
and I decided that I want no contact,
right,
and I was angry for a while, and I decided, you know what? After a while, it's like I'm just gonna let it go, but I'm not gonna talk to that person anymore because that person's not safe to be around.
right,
But you know what? Fuck it. I can't let it enter my headspace all the time and
Right.
be so upset about it. It's like you gotta let it fucking go.
You do.
But it doesn't mean you have to bring someone back into your life
No.
and then repeat the same fucking cycle.
Yes.
No one's saying
But
you're
you
forgiving
just,
them. You're not
it's
forgiving
just
them.
like preservation.
Right.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You gotta
definitely.
let it go.
You're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
you can't be like all the time fucking angry and
Mhm.
I
It's
went
not
through a
good,
whole
man. I
gambit
hate
where
it.
I was constantly posting, with the Facebook
Right, yeah.
stories and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's
Right.
like, you know what? It's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not
Right.
fucking thinking
And
about it
listen,
anymore.
It is a hard thing to do that, because when you're ready,
Right.
you know, and then I did that with my exes, right?
Mhm,
You have to
mhm.
do that at some point. You got to be like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
okay, so you still have to deal with her and before
No,
whatever.
no.
But
yeah,
but
I get you.
at some point, you're like, I can't be thinking about this shit anymore.
Right.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
they're doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Yeah. It's just wild,
It's just for more your personal, and then you're actually getting the great thing is that when you do let go, when you think about the things that you did let go, think about it. Even if it's recent, you feel good. You don't
Right.
feel pain when you think about it. So when it comes back, you go, like, okay, this is good. I was able to forgive myself,
Right.
or I was able to not be ashamed of something. What if some people, people who come out of the closet,
Right.
right? That's a basic let it go. That's a huge let it go,
Yeah, for them. Yeah.
right? Think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah. I
personal
guess
growth
so.
right there
That
when you
makes-
think about it,
Hell yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it is.
right?
Yeah, I didn't think about that one. That's
Well,
true.
let it go. And I'm thinking about this. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm just talking to ChatGPT, and she's just taking my notes and she's just writing it all down.
Right.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, let it go goes with everything in
Yes,
life
definitely.
when you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't make sense to hold on to grudges because it doesn't serve.
Right.
It doesn't serve you. It
Right.
doesn't.
Or any kind of pain that you're holding on
It doesn't
to. Right.
serve you. You know what I mean? And I know it sounds like such a doesn't serve you, but you know what I mean. It doesn't. It
Forgive
doesn't. It's
yourself.
not doing you any. It's not doing you peace of mind
No.
by holding grudges.
No.
So you do have to let it go. It doesn't mean you have to forgive the person. It doesn't mean you have to bring someone back
Look,
into
it's
your
funny.
life. It
And that's
doesn't
what's
mean
coming-
any of that.
We're right
shit.
on target. Like we're
Yeah.
right. I'm looking
look
at the
at you,
phone.
bro.
Look at man.
Nice
You're the man,
segue,
bro.
Tom.
Right on
Yes.
target.
You're feeling that one.
Anger, guilt, regret, grief, addiction, toxic friendships,
Yeah.
marriages, careers, unrealistic dreams, resentment toward family, shame, fear, mistakes, expectations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So now here's a question.
Letting go of yourself.
Well,
Letting go of yourself.
I don't know.
You probably did and don't even realize it. There's probably a lot of things that you do let yourself go. Where
Oh, yeah, I know.
You're not having any type of friction or any type of thought process that's keeping you or, making
Right.
it difficult for you to get through. You're just doing it with no problem. It's,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
it might be.
I
how
feel.
I
I guess I feel like I've let go of being angry at people. If that
Right.
makes sense, you know what I mean?
Letting
Yeah,
go.
whatever, yo, do you, whatever. You're an asshole. We know you're an asshole.
Right.
It's like fuck you.
So here's what she said when I was talking to her.
Uh huh.
I say her because I have a
Yeah,
female voice.
yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
forgive me, guys. No, I'm not having a relationship with her.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
Louis, how are you?
sometimes we're holding on is ourselves.
Right.
Example, refusing to admit when we're wrong or we were wrong, refusing to accept who we are,
Right.
hiding our identity, denying something painful, right?
Mhm.
It goes to anything.
Right.
Pretending to be someone else, coming out, we just said that, admitting addiction and asking for help.
Okay.
Right? Letting go is not giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
right?
Yeah.
It's not giving up. You're
Yep.
really helping yourself. Yeah, I got it.
You are.
I'm making sure I'm talking this direction.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Thank you. Doc.
Yeah.
Right, you're helping yourself.
Mhm.
You're letting go of something. You're literally
Right.
letting go. And the expression actually is true. Amazing how it's just like, yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
When somebody says it to you,
Right.
like, yeah, if it was that easy,
Yeah.
it is that
It
easy.
is that easy, you know.
But when
like
you're
you said,
ready,
when
it
you're
will
ready,
happen.
yeah, I think that's the key. When you're ready, when a person is ready, then that's when
Yes.
you like they
I
can let
mean,
go.
I do think there is a certain amount of healing that has to take place
Sure,
to let
absolutely.
go. I don't think you could just let go right away.
Mhm.
You know, you might have to go through some stages depending on what it is that you need to let go. I mean, if it's something like, you know, some bullshit from work or whatever, it's like, after a certain while, you're like, fuck
Right.
it. But like, if it's something serious, it might take more time. You know,
Right.
something it's deep, you know?
Right.
Right.
But for, I think for the most part, everybody has the capability to let go. It's just a matter of going through it. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes
right?
you have to go through the stages
You need
or
to go
whatever
through
it
right.
is.
That's
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah, because you have to think about why it is you should let it go. I guess if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
you
no.
know? And yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm
Sure.
saying because why am I angry with this person, or why am I angry at this thing? You know, whatever it is that you're holding on to, and it's like it doesn't make a difference because it's not paying my bills. You know, I say that to people a lot.
Right.
You're not paying my fucking rent.
Right.
You know, and,
Right.
You know, you're not giving me money for my car note or whatever, so that
True.
then you mean absolutely
Right.
nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't even, like you said, I shouldn't even let you occupy that space in my brain.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You're just giving them rent.
Right.
Free space in your head.
Rent-free
You know what I
space
mean?
in the brain.
There's no, I quit. Letting go says, I'm sorry. Giving up says, I quit.
Mhm.
That's what giving up says.
Right.
Letting go, this no longer serves me.
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah.
When that was written, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Read that again. Read it again.
Letting go means this no longer serves me.
No, the part before it.
I quit.
Right. Means what?
Giving up says, I quit.
Giving up says I
quit.
Okay. Giving up says I
This
quit.
no longer serves me.
Right.
You're already saying, you know
Yeah.
what?
But that's a good
I'm
quit.
the shit.
That's a good kind of quit, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because people go, quitter.
Yeah.
You quit. You quit the negativity. It's okay to quit negativity.
Fucking,
You
yeah,
know?
mush him in the
Or-
face.
yeah, exactly.
That is funny as hell. But no, it's true. I don't know, man. I try to be as peaceful as I possibly can. You know, in a lot of ways. You guys have known me long enough now to be like,
Right.
all right, cool. You know, I try to stay in a good mood. I try to be mellow. I try to
do
be
try to make sure you don't
supportive
kick
and
my
stuff like
ass.
that. No, none of that. You know, but it's that because, you know, and I've said, you know, we said before in other shows and stuff, I try to put myself in other people's shoes to know where it is, what it
Agreed.
is that they might be, you know, going through. So I don't always
Absolutely.
take it personal.
Right.
Now,
Right.
when, you know, it's something that is like, it just keeps like life sometimes is like, oh my God, like give me a fucking break. You know, me and my driving, I'm like, get the fuck out of the left lane. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm looking at all this stuff. Like, let's just make this shit happen. Let's not stay, you know, let's not harp on it. And then when people harp on it, that then it's almost like it sticks with me.
Right.
Because now I've got to deal with this shit with you because you're not, you know, all right,
Right.
fine. Again, not to say let's go, but, you know, we don't have to keep like every day or, you know, every like
We
3
have to
times a
talk
fucking
about
day.
this again.
Yeah, like already, you got it. We did it. Let's move on. What are we going to do different so this shit don't happen again?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I get it.
And I guess that then that would
No,
be
but
considered a
it's
let
hard
it go.
Right. Huh?
I guess that would be considered a let it go. You know,
Absolutely,
what do we do
anything
now?
is.
Let's go. Move forward. Let's go.
Right.
Let's
Absolutely.
get this shit done.
Agreed.
Let's fucking make
Agreed.
it happen.
Let's
Yeah,
accept the fact that this is what happened.
Right.
Now we're
Mhm.
going to say, well, we're done with that.
Yep.
Now we're going to do it.
And
this
now we know what
Right.
not to do next time. Like how
Totally
many times have we been
But
over here and the
as in
machine don't
life-
fucking work right?
Nothing is
Oh.
ever so easy, right?
Well, and that's the thing. We
But
have to
we
be able
have
to
to
make it
do
that
the-
easy.
Right. We don't. Sometimes we don't make it easy on ourselves.
Right. Yes. And we just need to make, like, we ourselves have to make it easy. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, you get there. Hopefully at some point,
Yeah.
eventually you get
Mhm.
there. There might be some things that you don't,
Yeah.
but it may not be, I don't know. I think you'll still have some things, but
Oh, yeah.
it won't be as many as the ones that you
right. Or
don't.
not as big, maybe.
Right.
Like,
There'll
if
be
that makes
very
any sense.
least
Yeah.
the amount that you already gave up.
Yeah.
And said, yeah, I'm done
Right.
with you.
Like, what do you mean you didn't slice my fucking roast beef thin? Why is my roast beef so thick? I can't put the shit in the gravy, man. It won't fit on my sandwich. like roast beef. That's another joke.
So check this out.
I know exactly what you mean. We're not talking about deli meat, are we?
Bow, chicka, bow, wow. No. Go ahead, Lou. Sorry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. You guys.
Let it
so
go.
the sanding.
Kenny had to go there.
She brought up the fact that I was talking and she was listening, but I was talking about the sea. I was talking out loud.
Okay.
She heard me talking about doing something to the ceiling.
Right.
But she thought I was talking to her, and then I explained to her, no, I was talking to you, but this is what I'm doing right now. I said, and that's where I came up with the idea with the sanding, the letting go, and just letting your senses do the work,
Right.
other than your eyesight, and just feel it out, and
Right.
So she was saying the sanding metaphor. This happened naturally while you were literally sanding drywall. Sometimes you close your eyes, not because you can't see, but because seeing actually gets in the way. You trust your fingertips, to trust your experience, trust your feed. Life can be that way sometimes.
That makes sense.
But you know what?
Sometimes I'm sorry. And sometimes we stop trying to control our detail. Sometimes we stop overlooking or overthinking, I should say. And sometimes we simply trust ourselves. This is another way of letting go. By just letting yourself be
Well,
you.
you know what? It's funny you bring up the whole sanding thing. And remember when Suzanne was on our episode and we talked about how like meditation doesn't mean sitting. It's like doing something. And sometimes doing work, sometimes it's very meditative.
Absolutely.
People think sitting still and
Yum.
but no, like doing something and that's repetitive to get your mind off it. So you're sanding a ceiling. It gives your chance of mind to think because you're doing something repetitive.
Right.
So I find
you're feeling it out.
I find that when I'm at work and I do maintenance, when I'm doing something that's repetitive where it's like I'm sanding or I'm working on flooring or doing whatever, I find that that's the most time when I think the most clearest because it gives me my brain a chance to process things because it's you're not really because you're so focused on task that you're actually able to think about other things because you're focused on task, but it's repetitive. Right. So your brain's not really thinking. It's more like, all right, keep doing the same thing. So it gives you a chance of mind to like, it's a weird
I get into like a weird, absolutely. It's definitely because my eyes are closed. I'm feeling it out,
but your brain starts going in places.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's great.
It's the same thing as meditation, but because people think meditation means stillness, but it really doesn't. From my experience, I find that like the most clarity I get on things is when I'm doing something repetitive.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
So I think, I know we went a little far out there.
No, still there.
All right, so wait, I got a little question thing here, but real quick, the ceiling analogy, you were smoothing out compound, you can't rush it, you sand, you stop, you feed, you add more, you sand again. Life works that way.
Yep.
Healing isn't one pass. Neither is forgiveness. Neither is letting go. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And I just I thought it was cool because I had the idea. I had the phone there and I said, you know what? I'll just talk about it with her the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I had to do bullet points for me. It was freaking cool, man.
Yeah.
I got good stuff here.
Yeah.
Some good questions too, but you guys get it though.
Yeah. No, definitely understand.
I like doing this sometimes when we do the podcast because I think it, I love the way your response to what I pick,
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, definitely. Yeah. Cause I say, I'm not going to say different. You're the few that you've done like this, has got us, Tom and I like,
thinking.
Let's give us time not to think about it.
Yeah, right, exactly. About
think
that
about
other
anything
stuff.
Else but this.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you tell me ahead of time, then maybe I'm thinking.
Yeah, then you think about it too
right, and
much.
I didn't want that. I didn't want you guys. I wanted to, sometimes I feel like it's just been.
So for that, we thank you, like Sharon. No,
yeah. Hell yeah. All right, next.
So ever known you should let go, but refused?
Yes. I'm even going to fucking stutter, bro. Yes. Hands down, yes. Because for me, I feel like it's your punishment if I don't forget or I don't forgive.
Right.
If I don't let go.
Right.
Because now I'm like, oh, remember you were a total fucking schmuck. How about this? And I'm just going to do stupid shit just to annoy the fuck out of you. Right. Because now I'm going to make it where now you can't let go. You know, and I don't do that for like,
Yeah, but you're
a
giving
year.
But we don't realize we're actually giving them power by doing that, though.
Yeah,
But
no,
again,
I
I'm giving them the power because I haven't let go, but
No, you
I'm
can't. It's
giving
hard.
them, right, but they can't let go either now.
Right.
Because now I'm doing shit that now they got to get back at
Oh,
me.
so
I'm just like, oh.
yeah, you're like, oh, you want to play? All right.
Yeah, okay, I could play. You want to play? Say hello to my little friend.
My thing is, I started to change the mindset too. Is like, it's like, why am I gonna stay angry? It's just gonna frustrate me and put
Right.
me through hell.
Right.
So instead, I'm just gonna be like,
Right.
just whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't want to,
whatever.
you can't just constantly.
What the fuck ever, you know?
I remember. So let me give you an idea. That one
You
of the
know?
things I remember when I was my first marriage. That was hard. I remember going through that and the whole thing. And I eventually and a friend told me, you will get to that place where this will not be important to you.
Right. Yes.
It'll be a past. It doesn't even affect you.
Mhm.
And of course, at that moment in time, you're like, get the fuck out.
You gotta
Right.
go through it sometimes. You gotta go through the motions.
But that was the whole
you know?
thing. And I was young too. So, but that's what I'm saying. And now eventually I did. I got to where I was. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they did as well. But that's what I'm saying. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And I also think,
That doesn't mean you actually forgive the person. Excuse me.
no,
But you're just doing it for yourself, really, most
Right.
Like,
yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think, there's that saying, trust the process. And I think there's a value to that because a lot of times we want to avoid thinking about it. We want to try to, and I
Right.
think that just prolongs the anguish. It's like, go through it as fast as you fucking can. You know what I mean? Trust the process, go through it. Don't try to numb yourself. Don't try to put it off. Because once you go through the process,
Right.
golden pony boy.
Right.
You know, I
Right.
gotta
Right.
say
Yeah.
pony
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but it's
Yeah.
true. I mean, there's a lot of things we probably went through in our lives that we don't even realize. But if we go back and think about it, we go, oh, wow, yeah, I remember when this was going on.
Right.
Now I'm look where I am now, and I don't even fucking give this the time of day.
Yeah.
So I
You know
think
what I mean?
letting go is important, but I think sometimes you got to go through the process.
Yeah.
And then you can let go. So, small shit you can let go. Big shit, you do have to process it. You have to
Right.
go through the process.
Yeah, you got to
But
go through the
then-
motions.
But
Right.
then it's
As they
time
say.
to let
Right,
go.
right.
There is a time when
Yeah.
you got to say, all right, I'm fucking release it to the fucking.
Yeah.
To the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Here
I get it.
am. universe.
Yeah. Yeah. I do. I get it. I understand.
That's why I always thought it was. It's when you think about it, letting go. It just sounds so simple. Letting go, not letting go of a bar or something you picked up.
Yeah.
No, actually a habit or something that you've had in your life that's been haunting you for whatever reason.
Right.
And you finally found the peace where you were able to say, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this anymore.
It's wild because it's not until you pay attention to it that you realize that it's there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say, because I mean, like I said, there's people that I know for a fact that I can't let go of the
I'm
bullshit.
sorry.
You know what I mean? But only because, not your fault, but, it's only because I have to deal with them as such.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they're
I
going
get
to
it.
keep doing shit. So that then I have to be an asshole,
Right.
and not let go. So this way I'm keeping them like,
Yeah, I think it is tough in circumstances where you gotta repeatedly see the person,
Sometime-
especially if
at
it's
some
a
point you'll
workplace thing where
you'll
it's like
get
I
there.
gotta be in the same environment with this person 5 days
Yeah,
a fucking
right, exactly.
week.
right.
That could be a little tricky.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That could
agreed.
be a little tricky.
Yeah.
You know? It's tricky to rock around to rock around. It's tricky.
and you're right. It is. It's super fucking. It's a pain in the ass. And I think, bro, you got the brain moving. You know what I mean? Because all the wheels are like.
That's what happened to me.
And I'm like,
I was like, because I think if I asked my younger self this question, I don't think I would have thought of this at my younger self at that point, because that wasn't an option for us.
We
What,
get wise when we're older.
We were too young. We were green in life. We didn't know shit.
well, I didn't hold any grudges because I didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
because
but you
I
still
was.
had stuff. You still had a lot of stuff in your life that
I
you had.
can't. I seriously. I hear you what you're saying.
Right?
I just.
No?
I like even me now.
Lucky
I
you, bro.
cannot think of anything like that.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because when I was younger, like I would let stuff go only because I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
A lot of the times. I think when I got a little older, I started caring about things more. As where like when I was younger, it's like I just move on to the next because there was
Yeah.
you know
That's being young.
because I
That's
think
being
when
young.
you're young, you're always in motion.
Right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm saying.
So like,
It's all about you, baby.
it's easier to forget about stuff because you're doing something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
So maybe it's not necessarily letting go. It's just like forgetting about it because you're so
you're moving forward.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean? So like, it's now where I guess I'm
it's a little different when
steadier.
you're older.
Yeah, because I'm steadier. I'm dealing with someone, with things that are going to be there longer. When I was a kid, like I said, into my mid to late 20s, it was like whatever. I'm coming here, dude. Like I told you, I was driving from Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Florida, to Brooklyn. I was driving just to go get my haircut, hang out and party, and then get back in, to fucking Florida. Do it. Because I let go. I didn't give a shit about who said
when you're younger,
whatever.
You have
I didn't give a shit about whatever because I was able to do it.
20 hours on the road?
Yeah, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot up by 95.
Yeah, and that's it. And I'm there, and it was all good. So then, but like I said, because I let go. No, don't do that. You put gas in my car, shut your ass up. It don't matter. I let go. You want to come with me? Oh, I can't.
Gas was probably under $1.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm not going to say no.
You could.
But the recovery wouldn't be as smooth. Yeah, I would have to agree with you.
I'm not saying you wouldn't be able to do it.
No, right. No, I'm with you.
The experience would be different. Listen, we're in a different part of our lives now, right? So we've matured. We've grown into ourselves. We learned about ourselves.
Yeah.
Seriously, right? No?
Yeah.
You don't think you've grown into yourself?
I think I am the same person.
I can't imagine. Like every fucking weekend, south of the border, all the fucking signs every fucking time.
No. It was like every other week that I was like making that fucking to go because I was getting that haircut every 2 weeks.
You're nuts.
But
I can see you doing that, man.
Yeah,
all those fucking billboards on 995. I'm picturing that every fucking weekend.
But that's something you want to do, right?
Right. And like I said, like, it
wasn't even a matter of letting go. Nothing still held you back. You just did it.
I just did it. Right. So that's what I'm saying. So then there was nothing. So there was no grudges being held.
Exactly.
There was no
matter,
go.
I have to think this out.
I 100% did not care.
Right.
Like
exactly.
I gave negative fucks. Like it was like, I'm like negative 150 fucks given.
Negative,
you know what I'm saying?
150 fucks.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
You know what I mean? So that then now when I was, more stable, and just dealing with more things that I didn't have to do before, I was able to walk away from other shit. Then now I was in that place where I couldn't. So then my two changed.
Circumstances have changed.
Right. So then now I can't just let go. Now I have to sit and eat a lot of this bullshit. You know what I mean? Bills,
marriage.
Whatever, marriage, whatever it was. It's just, it's all those things.
Not that you have anything back on.
Yeah, no. But then now here it is where I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable. Yeah. I'm good where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Wifey's good. You know what I'm saying? My kids are good. I'm looking at life and I'm like, all that other stuff is bullshit. Like, you don't matter at all to me. You know what I mean? So then that's why I'm on that, yeah.
That's the train you're riding right now?
Yeah. It's like whatever, you know what I mean? And that's it, bro, and I'm done, So then I think that's why it's like running through my mind, you saying this, because I'm like, well, what is it that I need to let go of? Like, what is it that I need to just stop holding a grudge about?
I think it'll be harder I'm sure you can think about whatever. It's obviously your mind, better.
Right.
But I'm saying there'll probably be other stuff that'll come that you didn't think or couldn't think about. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, that one.
I remember that. Yeah. Right. And that's what I think.
But it doesn't always necessarily have to be with other people.
Just with
anything
things
in your life.
Yeah, hell yeah, just things in general. Like I'm talking
with.
Yeah, like I said, everybody like right now because of life, money's a fucking like, oh shit, man.
Yeah, man, I know.
But I'm letting go of I've let go of having to worry about the money. Because I'm at that place where I can just maneuver some of my shit. You know what I mean? And have money to do different things. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? I know, I haven't bought a pair of sneakers in a while. I need a pair of sneakers. That's my fix, but I can't right now. You know what I mean? I have to wait before I can go and buy another 3 pair. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to wait for the spring lineup, but now I got to wait for the fall. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And
I'm right there with you.
Yeah,
actually.
It said, so life is just one of those things where you just, have to let go. People, man, I've let go of fucking with people.
I think for me, it's easier now with people not to let them get to me.
Right.
Versus allowing it to get to me.
Right.
Where I used to do that a lot. That would, I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Right.
It does, but it doesn't happen
as often.
no way near.
Yeah.
No. And usually it's for a reason anyway. So, right or wrong, something is the reason why it came up or whatever it might be. You know,
Mhm.
it could be anything really.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's wild. It's crazy. You say, and so you said this now. I didn't really put much thought.
This is what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like,
Crazy.
because when you think, because it's so broad, it covers so much area.
Right.
You know, it's just, when you start
Mhm.
thinking and going through the photographs in your mind, the slideshow, you know.
Right.
like-
That's exactly what I did when you asked the
Right.
question. I'm like, oh, shit. I went through the Rolodex. You know,
You know?
I was going through the photo album, trying to think of what it
Right.
shit, you know.
You know, or things that you had struggled with. It could be what, school, you know, a job. It could be a
Yeah.
physical ailment or something.
Events.
Yeah.
You know.
Pain.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've let go of how my pain. I'm always in fucking pain. Like there's always
That
something
sucks.
hurting, but I've learned to deal with some of it. That I'm just like, you know what? I let it go. I'm just like, you know, I do what I gotta do for pain management, and you know, keep it moving, and I function. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting my shit done. The only thing that I guess I haven't let go, that I just haven't let go of just get up and, you know, keep moving. You know, like don't
stop
sit
moving,
and
right.
don't stop moving.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
get up, keep
Agreed.
doing things. You know, that's my one thing that I need to let go of. I guess saying, you know, sit down, let go of sitting down,
Right.
get up and start making moves. And that's what I was saying. I'm freaking, you know, thank God, knock on wood, that we've got something going on every weekend. You know, the wife and I.
Right. You were saying
You know,
for the next
for the next
month.
like 3 months, bro. No, 3 months. We're into
Right,
fucking
cool.
November, dude. Yeah, there's something going on like every month. My brother hit me up because he's turning 50. So he like, you coming? I'm like, hell, fuck yeah, we'll be there. Because he and his wife are the same age.
50.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm there.
Right.
Let's go. We're going
Right.
to party like 1999. You know what I mean? So it's just
It's good to be
wild.
busy. I think it's good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice to have a relaxing weekend too. But you know what? I think that's what the winter's for.
Yeah.
What's that?
Relaxing weekends. I think
The winter?
my philosophy now is if it's springtime, summertime, weekends stay busy.
Mm-hmm.
Winter, it's not much to do.
Right. Slow down
Chill
a
at
little
home.
bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Binge watch some shows.
Right. Yeah.
you
Get
know?
into some shows, start an exercise routine.
Right.
Yeah.
Do that stuff. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. It's good. Can anger become comfortable?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hell
And that's what I was talking
yes.
about before. Some
Yeah.
people like it. They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
admit
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but some people like being
I think
mad.
sometimes we can get caught in it too because we're stuck in that.
in that
Yeah.
cycle.
All the time,
Like a
right?
cycle.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I've been there before. I know that
Yeah.
feeling.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yeah.
You know,
Some people like being mad. I
some
don't know.
people do like being angry. Some people like, but
You know,
usually people
you
who are
know the
angry,
people who are like
most
that.
people, they're douchebags.
Yeah. But see, I could be like I said, I always feel like I'm angry.
You know
but
how you can tell people are like that? They could be in the perfect situation and they find something
Wrong.
yes.
wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the people that like being
Yes.
mad.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they're always right too.
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
difference between moving on and running away?
Ooh. I don't
I
know.
think if you don't deal with the issue, then you're probably running away. If you dealt with it, or even in your mind dealt with it,
Mm.
you processed it, that's moving on. I think running away is not doing whatever you need to do to process it or tackle the issue.
Right, like going away, like physically moving and going somewhere. That's not going to do anything.
Like
either.
running away is like avoidance.
Yeah,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
it's still going to catch up to you at some point.
Yeah.
It's just that's what happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you
Yeah.
run away from it.
Hey, I know what I avoid shit sometimes too. So
Hey, we all do it.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
life.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Oh
It's
yeah.
just part of the process.
Honey, can you do the dishes?
You know,
Dip
and
those
as we get
through-
older, the more comfortable we get with certain things, and we're like, really, I wasted all that time on that shit.
Yeah.
No reason,
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
And I'm glad I know what I know now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I wish that I knew what I know now.
Good song.
When I was,
was younger.
Yeah. Exactly. Hindsight
Absolutely.
is 2020.
I said it's 2020.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Youth is wasted on the young.
Oh my God. My
Yeah.
mother would say it all the time.
That's great.
Let's see. Okay. Is forgiveness required to let go? No.
No.
How no?
No, it's funny I mentioned that
You
earlier.
don't have to forgive anybody to let go.
No.
You're letting go of it for
You don't have
yourself.
to.
You're not letting go for them. You're
You're
forgetting about them. You're cutting them out. You're already like, I'm done with that. You're cutting them out. You're not going to think
Yeah.
about it anymore. So
Yeah,
now you're doing
so
it.
like
That's what we were
that's the
just saying
whole
earlier.
time. That's why like people say the term forgive and forget. You could just forget and not forgive. You know
Yeah,
what I
no, you
mean?
don't
Like
have to
not,
forgive.
you know, or just like as and you know, forget meaning
You're
like,
not forgiving. You're just saying,
I'm done with it.
adios, baby.
Yeah.
I'm done with you. No more space in my head.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think, and I think that's healthy.
Yeah. These are good questions.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you said
yeah, yeah.
earlier, you know, I guess because it was phrased differently, maybe. Let's see.
Life doesn't always require forgiveness.
Can you let go
Right,
without
right.
forgetting?
Can you let go without
Yes.
forgetting? I don't know.
I can.
I don't know.
I don't have to forget.
Right.
I'm not trying to forget. I'm just letting go. It's not that you forget it. For me, it's like I'm always going to remember it,
When I say
but it doesn't affect me in any way anymore
Mhm.
the way it used to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I do think about it, it's like a thought, a quick thought, and
Mhm.
it's gone. You know
so
what
when
I
I
mean?
say forget, I don't mean like completely forgetting. I just
Yeah.
mean not occupying headspace where it's
Right.
not like you're thinking about it. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like that's what I mean by forget
Right.
and not forgive. You know, when I said
Right.
like obviously you're not gonna forget, be like, what was that? You
Right.
know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what I
Because
mean?
you're not
Like,
required to.
yeah.
Nothing says you have to forgive somebody.
Right.
The only reason you do it is you do it for yourself because you're letting go, you're giving peace to yourself. You're saying, I need to just enough.
Yeah.
And you're giving yourself peace in a sense where, and you actually realize it too.
I
At some
think-
point you figure it out and you're like, wow,
Right.
I do feel better because I don't think about this all the time.
Yeah.
Or I don't do this all the time.
I think forgiveness is kind of like first stage of reconciliation. If you're gonna reconcile things, then you do have to work on forgiving, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Right.
you're not going to reconcile because for whatever reason, you know, someone's just as a cycle of abuse or whatever it is,
Whatever the reason might be.
you're not really required to
No.
forgive.
Not at all.
It's not like
want
I
to
think
feel-
Yeah.
some shit, you know,
Right?
gets
Don't you
drilled in
want
our
me at
head
peace?
from like religion and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh, you
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
forgive.
yeah.
Jesus forgives. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you know,
Whatever.
Doesn't
Yeah.
work that way for me.
you don't have to forgive.
Doesn't work that way for me.
Right.
You know, I look at it as I'm letting go of something and I'm feeling better about it
Right.
Right.
because it doesn't beat me up anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come to terms with something or somebody or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's the hard part
It is hard.
to forget.
It's fucking hard.
You know, like I don't have to deal with you, and then I guess I'll forget, but I will definitely like if I see your face, I'm like, oh yeah, you're that bitch ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like I remember, or something will happen. Like, and think about it. I mean, how many things like you hear a song, there'll be a smell, and it'll remind you, like you see something in the movie or whatever, and it'll remind you of something that happened in your past,
Right.
and then you think about that clip in your life, and you're like, oh yeah, that's when da 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 happened. You know what I mean? The job, or I had this, like there's all those little things that'll bring it back, like you said, for 2 seconds, and then you're like, I'm better now. And keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah. So I
And
guess
then when you
can.
realize it too, because I think sometimes it comes later. You don't realize it until you go, you know what? I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
think.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that shit.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. And then you forget about it just as fast as you thought about it.
Right.
So yeah,
Which
I
is
guess
great. That you're making progress when you get there. But
Yeah.
again, like you were saying, Tom, it takes time sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little longer than usual. It could take a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows what's going on in other people's lives or what's really
Right.
happening.
Yeah,
You know,
that's my
people
favorite
don't
thing.
show it. They got a good
Right.
face on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They hide the pain.
Yeah.
I think we all do in some sense.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always some things that we keep to ourselves. There
Right.
is nobody that knows every one thing about everybody, or any other person, because it's just like, damn, I don't even want to talk about it because
Right.
then I'm going to bring diarrhea of the mouth and
Right. Yeah.
I
Right.
don't want to get into that shit. You know what I mean? So, but
Exactly.
yeah, 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 it's wild. So I guess, yes, you can forget. You know what I'm saying? That does, it makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense. You could forget.
Okay.
That's-
Last question before
Go ahead.
we end the shit.
Before we
Uh-huh,
wrap it
uh-huh.
up,
Yep.
Okay. Is there something you're still holding on to?
Woof.
right now in my life, no, I think I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think I'm good. If you ask me early in the year, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm good now.
Yeah, awesome.
I think I'm.
Yeah, I am too.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
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 I got shit going on, but just life.
Yeah, we have
Right.
that small
But
shit
I'm-
going on,
I'm
you
gonna-
know,
I'm gonna
or
def-
big shit.
Just
you know?
like Tom, I'm in a good place where I can say, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. There's not anything that
Yeah,
I
I
have to
think,
worry about.
Yeah. No, I think so too. I think I think it is. And you know what's crazy?
Yeah, there's nothing that sticks out to me. I go,
Yeah, well, I got this going.
Yeah. But you know what's wild is that I believe that for us, coming here is almost like a therapy session.
It's
for us.
absolutely therapy.
You know what I mean? Like it's this, this that we talk about stuff, that we want to talk about. I mean, I'm talking about like, that we're comfortable talking about, I should say, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it gives us that release of
true.
whatever stresses, because we're not talking about work like that. We're not talking about, people issues, families, or, whatever.
No,
We're
we do a little bit, but
well, I'm saying like it's like I said, it's our vent session,
Right, exactly.
before we start recording, you know what I
Agreed.
mean? And then we're talking about whatever. Then now, when we shut down for this right now, we're going to be talking about this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to be talking about all of our other shit.
Yep.
And, like I said, this is our release. This is our therapy every episode. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think you're right, bro. I think, we are in a good place. I think I'm in a good place too,
Cool. Yeah, it's good.
I have let go of a lot of dumb shit. I really have. Like, yeah, whatever. Say what you want, Let me know when you're going to just deposit money in my account for that bill.
Right.
Because if you're not, then, your words mean nothing, mere mortal. You know what I mean?
Well, with that being said,
yes.
I want to thank everyone.
For that, we thank you.
Listen, like,
that was
follow.
Tosh Point always says, and for
Find
that
us
we thank
wherever you listen to your podcast.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Find us wherever you listen to your podcast.
So like, love, subscribe,
Instagram,
follow,
Facebook.
Yes, message, all that other good stuff. And thank you for listening. Love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And may the force be with you.
Hello.